I'm Jasmine.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Brienne.
And we are the Reintegration/Release from Custody Program.
What is the Reintegration Program?
The Reintegration Program is a voluntary short-term case management program. We connect people to existing resources in the community to make them feel safe and stable. The goal is to support their safety, stability, and connection.
Who do we support and how do they get connected?
So we support people who are 18 and older. They are currently involved or at risk of being involved with the justice system, as well as currently or at risk of experiencing homelessness. We take both self-referral and agency referral, so anyone is welcome to walk into our head office over here at 405 Dundas Street to connect with us, or they could work with an agency partner and have them connect to us if they feel more comfortable going that way with it. Why is reintegration support so important for individuals involved in the justice system?
Individuals that are in conflict with the justice system are often experiencing an isolating event. So having an individual that will stand with them and walk through that process can be really important and allows someone to see the change that they want and help them to get there. What types of needs do individuals have when they're returning to the community?
We like to start with assessing their basic needs. So we're looking at their income source, identification, getting their medication sorted, as well as their housing situation. We also like to go on and support with any mental health needs like counseling or any other pro-social community involvement, things like that, whatever their goals are. What misconceptions do people have about individuals being released from custody?
I think the biggest misconception is that it's an easier process than what it looks like. When people are being released from custody, they are entering back into a community that they may have not been in quite some time. And often people don't realize that most individuals are one crisis, big or small, or a missed paycheck away from being justice involved themselves. How does the reintegration program help individuals feel safe, stable, and supported?
So reintegration is defined as restoring of elements. So whatever elements make someone who they are, that's what we want to focus on. Survival doesn't discriminate. We work with all different types of people, and so we are able to match people to all different types of resources, really catering to their individual needs. What makes the reintegration program different from other community supports?
We provide low barrier case management services in an outreach style. At St. Leonard's, we really prioritize meeting clients where they're at, and that includes like walking alongside our clients in their journey and connecting them to resources in the community. What are the community reintegration planning tables?
The community reintegration planning tables are a collaborative support among several agencies to build and create stronger release plans for individuals coming out of the justice system in our city.
And why are these tables so important?
The community reintegration planning tables are important to spread the limited resources further across our sectors, as well as identify gaps in services. How do community partners work together to support a successful reintegration?
By working together, we can do expert knowledge sharing across agencies, again, identifying those gaps in services and sort of like try to divide and conquer so that we can provide the best support for those clients that are being released from custody.
How does having proper identification, income supports, and basic needs addressed support someone's reintegration journey?
Having your basic needs, income support, and identification addressed are the main formulas that each person needs as they are released from custody to continue moving forward on their goals. This is our basic formula that we use when we begin working with a client before we begin tailoring their supports directly to their identified goals.
What role does mental health and addiction support play in someone's reintegration?
Mental health and addiction support plays a very large role in someone's reintegration. This is where our supports really begin to tailor what we do and who we connect to what resources to best support an individual and make them feel safe and stable in the community. How do you build trust with individuals who have experienced trauma, instability, or past negative system interactions?
Using a trauma-informed approach, we focus heavily on transparency, consistency, and authenticity when working with clients. We are always curious about their past experiences using resources in the past. We aim to empower clients with autonomy, and we're really curious about their past experiences with resources. I also find it supportive when connecting clients to other resources, to walk them through what that process looks like and what they can expect from that resource. Helping clients who've had past experiences before or have experienced trauma know what to expect when engaging with another resource can be quite helpful in those cases. What do you want the community to understand about people returning from custody?
Returning from custody can be a culture shock. Much like people think going into custody would be a culture shock, coming out can be just as much. A lot of people don't have those essentials that they once came in with. This could look like phone, identification, hygiene items, etc. Depending on someone's length of incarceration, they may also have become disconnected to family, friends, or services. So all in all, when you come back out, it can be very isolating, and having someone say hello to you on the street can really make a difference. On average, how long do individuals stay connected to the reintegration program?
In the reintegration program, we're funded to support people for 3 to 6 months. That said, in our work, we have acknowledged that most people need at least 9 months of consistent support to get to where they want to be. So it can often be a balancing act of ensuring we give them enough support while also meeting the demands of our program. Is there a number or statistic that best illustrates why reintegration support is essential?
Yes. In 2025, we received 232 referrals, and in 2024, we noticed a large increase in referrals for people with no fixed address. And so we began tracking that statistic in 2024, and over the last 2 years have noticed about 82% of our referrals are for people with no fixed address. What has been the largest shift in demand or need over the past year?
In the last year, the largest shift we have seen is the individuals experiencing homelessness at the point of the referral. A change in need means we need to adapt our program. We have extended our services both in timeline and scope of practice. We have educated ourselves more on what is available in the community, and we have really focused on our collaboration to make sure that we stretch those resources as far as we possibly can. Have you seen an increase in the amount of people accessing the program in the last few years?
Yes, we've seen a very large increase in the individuals connecting to our program. This has been a reflection of an increase in survival crimes that occur in the city, as well as an increase in our connections with other community agencies through presentations and rapport building with supports that our clients are typically accessing. In addition, our program has also seen a very large increase in helping individuals build life skills to continue their connections with their services.
The work we do is hard, but the work our clients do is even harder.
Research shows the number one cause of addiction is isolation, so make sure to let people in.
Take time to celebrate yourself. The small wins are important.